Hello there. I hope you're well. Tonight's performance is part one of a three-part video series all about language, and specifically the effects of cliché. The first episode is all about how language ties to art. That said, I do hope you enjoy. I worked pretty hard on it. I hope this can be a good first step for you and I. Anyway, without further ado, I present Cliche, the poetic death of language. There are approximately 7,111 languages spoken globally today. I speak one of them. You can probably tell which one, because assuming there are no subtitles, you speak it as well. As a matter of fact, the English language is the most commonly spoken language worldwide, with an astounding 2 billion speakers, or more than 1 in every 5 people. Of course, that is taking into account the many millions of people who speak English as a second, third, or subsequent language. This has given English a rather peculiar position as a language, as it's kind of a de facto global language. Hold on here. We've got all this talk about language, but what is a language? Well, a language, well, to be frank, it's a rather tricky question to answer. It's, quote, the method of human communication, either spoken or written, consisting of the use of words in a structured and conventional way. But this isn't a dictionary, and these aren't my glasses, and that's not the best definition of language. The most simple, bare bones explanation you'll find is language is when 2 or more people communicate with mutual intelligibility, which is to say that there is an equal or mutual understanding of the message being conveyed. And even then, there are cases of directional intelligibility or varying intelligibility between speaking and written systems and so much more. If you are interested in learning more about these topics, these are 2 videos from Zidnaf and NativeLang that go into much, much greater detail than I ever could. Point is that while language can be a pain to perfectly narrow down, for our purposes, language can be defined. And within one such definition, English exists. And even within English, there exists a litany of dialects from AVE to hoity-toity and so many more. It is across these variety of vernaculars that English can be viewed in its entirety. Its beautiful entirety. Its linguistic, poetic, creative entirety. Before I head into my next point, I would like to dwell on this one for a little longer. For all the hate and malintent that English has been a vessel for, it pales in comparison to the awesome glory it has bestowed. For every word that is a slur and every sentence with the intention to harm, there is a library of books for the beauty that mankind has wrought. I am unsure if it's Judi Dench who said it, or if it was Oliver Thorne who said, "The complete works of Shakespeare contains every single human emotion. Which, regardless of attribution, is some pretty powerful stuff. And even if he had missed a few, he is in good company, with millions or even billions of authors sharing his medium and pursuit. Leo Tolstoy, in his essay, What is Art?, states, quote, "It is a means of union among men, joining them together in the same feelings." And that, quote, "If only the spectators or auditors are infected by the feelings which the author has felt, it is art." And what, I ask you, is language, if not for a mutual expression of understanding? Mutual intelligibility and unions of emotion are not so different at their core. And by that same notion, neither are language and art. It makes sense, then, that William Shakespeare, the English language's most esteemed author, would also be its most prolific creator of new words. In the cataloging of all emotions, it makes sense that he would run out of the right word. Conservative estimates put him at some 400 original words. They include the likes of addiction, bloodstained, cheap, cold-hearted, defeat, embrace, excitement, lament, lonely, and monumental. All that just from the first half of the alphabet. Communication is one of the most essential parts of being human. It's how we share ideas and how we make impacts last longer than our lives ever could. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this series. If it isn't already, I will be getting part 2 to you soon. Today, we spoke about language. What language is, how it can affect us, and especially how language relates to art. Join me next time, where we will talk about how cliché shapes our communication. I just finished editing the rest of this episode, and I gotta say, I am excited for you guys to see it. A special thanks goes out to Home. I used his music throughout the entirety of this video, and frankly, I couldn't have done it without him. He gave me all the permissions to use it, so thank you to Home again. Look him up on Twitter. Go listen to his music on Spotify. It's wonderful. Otherwise, if you enjoyed, you know all the buttons to press. Until I see you next time, hit you with the less than 3. See you guys later.